What's up guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this episode, I'm going to talk about the top 5 things that I miss about America. Now before I get started, I do want to mention that family and friends is one thing that I definitely miss and would be at the top of this list, but I want to give you guys some different perspectives on some different things, so I'm not going to include them as part of this top 5, but just know that that is something that I definitely miss after having moved here to Sweden. So the first thing that I miss about America is American football. Now growing up, I did play soccer, or what you guys call normal football here in Sweden. I did play that almost my whole life, and I can really appreciate that, and it's really cool that you guys have such a big soccer culture here in Sweden. But at the same time, when it comes to watching sports on TV, American football is definitely my favorite sport to watch, and it's not even close. Every Saturday, I love supporting my Nebraska Cornhuskers college football team, and they've also got pro football played every Sunday, and so it's just such a fun game to watch because there are so many strategies and tactics involved, and it's such an aggressive sport to watch these teams battling, and it's so physical and aggressive of people trying to run with that ball to the other side. It's just so fun to watch. It's basically like rugby, but there's a little bit more strategy and tactics, kind of like a chess match, because every time the ball stops, there's coaches calling different plays, and there's behind the scenes and trying to guess what the opponent's going to do. And when you understand that part of the game, I think it makes it really entertaining and exciting to watch. So that is one thing that I definitely miss. And when you talk about sports in America, American football is the biggest sport by far. Like, it's not even close. Soccer, I think, is like the 4th or 5th largest sport in America. The second thing that I miss about America is my favorite holiday, which they do not celebrate here in Sweden, which is Thanksgiving. Now this kind of goes along with watching football, because Thanksgiving is a holiday that's basically all about food, family, and football. I call it the 3 F's. Basically, you get together with your family, you make a giant turkey and stuffing and mashed potatoes and gravy, and you just have all this amazing food, and you basically hang out, spend quality family time, and there's always amazing football games on TV on that Thanksgiving Thursday every November. It's I think it's the last Thursday in November every year. And Thanksgiving is just an amazing holiday because it's so relaxing. It's kind of like Christmas, but you get that added benefit of football plus the great food. Now the holidays here in Sweden are a bit different than the holidays in America. I feel like many of the holidays they take a little bit more seriously in America, like Halloween, for example, is a super big thing for the kids to dress up and go trick-or-treating, and there's haunted houses and things that you can visit and do all these sorts of cool Halloween activities. Or like Valentine's Day, for example, all the kids will give Valentines to each other in school and candy, and they will make their own little like boxes of things where they can collect all their Valentine's cards that they're giving and receiving from their classmates. So I think they take holidays maybe just to that next level in America. But I did get the chance to have a Swedish Christmas here this past year, and I absolutely loved Swedish Christmas. I'm a big fan of the Yule board, or the Christmas table, where there's all sorts of amazing food, and they actually celebrate Christmas on the 24th here, primarily on Christmas Eve, where in America the 25th is the main day that they celebrate it. The third thing that I miss about America are some of the shopping options that you have. Number 1 is Amazon. I absolutely love Amazon. You can buy anything you can imagine online through Amazon, and if you're a member through Amazon Prime, it's free 2-day shipping on just about anything. So with Amazon, they've got the best prices with almost everything, and I would buy so many things online just because it's so much more easy and convenient when they have everything and they can ship it to you fast and easily. So Amazon was absolutely amazing. I'm surprised that they don't have it here in Sweden. I know that they're starting to expand into Europe. I know that Germany's got Amazon, and I know that they're in England as well. But I think they're just taking a little bit longer to come to Sweden. But once they do, you guys will see that having Amazon at your disposal is absolutely awesome. There are some things that you can get shipped to Sweden. Like I was looking into buying a new camera, and buying a new camera from the US on Amazon. There's this camera that I was looking at, the Panasonic GH5, is extremely expensive here in Sweden. I think it's like 22,000 crowns. but it's only $1,700 on Amazon in the States, which comes out to like 13,000 crowns. So way, way, way cheaper to actually buy this camera on Amazon and then have it shipped to me here in Sweden than it would be to buy a GH5 here in Sweden. So Amazon is absolutely amazing to get those amazing prices and do that online shopping. And then there's a lot of other stores that I miss in America too, like Costco is one for sure, and there are some other ones as well, like Whole Foods and different places. But Costco is the one that stands out to me because Costco pretty much sums up what America is in one store, because it's basically just this giant warehouse with things that are just absolutely huge. And they say everything is bigger in America, which is why Costco as a store reminds me of America. It kind of represents America in that way because the portion sizes and things are absolutely huge. Basically how Costco works is you pay a membership to get into Costco. It's like $100 a year or something like that. But then once you can go in there, they've got amazing quality products. And you don't just go in there and buy like a little jar of peanut butter. Like, no, you buy the like massive like jumbo size peanut butter, and usually not just that, usually they come in like 2-packs. And this goes for everything, but it's really, really good quality products. And it's great to shop at Costco when you have a family. My family always had Costco memberships because with our family of 4, having 2 boys, we ate a lot. So it was really nice that they could go to Costco and get good deals on this amazingly large quantities of things, because having us 2 boys in the house, we ate a lot. And so it's probably interesting now that at least that I've moved out of the house and my brother's probably going to be moving out of the house soon back home. My parents are probably going to save a lot of money on their food budget because they don't have to feed us hungry boys anymore. Another thing that I miss about America, and this goes along with shopping and different stores, is the opening hours of the stores in America. Now in Sweden, they do have really good opening hours compared to a lot of places in Europe. Like I know in Germany and some other European countries, a lot of the places shut down on weekends or certain days of the week. And in Sweden, luckily there are a lot of stores and things that are open on weekends, but still, compared to America, the opening hours in America are way longer and it's way easier to get access to stores. In America, it's crazy because they've got a lot of stores that are open 24 hours. So if I want to go shopping at 2 or 3 in the morning, that's not a problem. I can just go to the store and go shopping at 2 or 3 in the morning because the stores are just crazy open all the time. And a lot of the big shopping malls and stuff, they're open until 9 or 10 at night, which is an extra 5 hours on a weekend, for example, compared to the stores that close at 5 here in Sweden. So that is a big difference, and it is nice to have that flexibility of if I want to run to the grocery store, they're just open a little bit longer and more accessible in America. And this also goes for gyms as well. They do have 24-hour gyms here in Sweden, but unfortunately the gym that I go to is not 24-hour, and they do have a few weird opening hours. Like on Saturdays, the gym closes at 4, and they actually lock the doors a half an hour before the gym closes at 3:30. So there are just some times where like I've wanted to go work out and the gym was actually closed. Whereas in America, most of the gyms have very, very long opening hours from like 5 a.m. to like 11 or midnight, just because it makes it much more accessible for people to work out. And so that is one thing that I really, really miss. The opening hours made things a little bit more accessible in America. And the last thing that I miss about America, and this mostly just applies to me because I'm from the beautiful area of the Pacific Northwest in America where we have amazing nature activities, but one activity that I miss is hiking. Now, pretty much every other weekend, especially when the weather is nice in the summer, I would go out into the Columbia River Gorge or some area and just go hiking, because there's so many amazing hiking trails and things to see and do, and being out in nature just made me feel so good and so recharged, and being able to get that activity and movement and just being in amazing, beautiful surroundings was something that is truly awesome. And that is something that my girlfriend and I would do quite a bit. We'd basically go hiking almost every other weekend when we were together the past summers in America. But here in Sweden, hiking I feel like is not a big thing. Even though they do have beautiful nature and a lot of cool nature activities that you can do here, it's not quite the same as what I'm used to back in the States, at least where I'm from, of being able to go on specific hiking trails. So it just doesn't seem like it's like as big of a thing here, but I do have to say that they have some amazing nature activities and things to do. Like my girlfriend's family has a house in the Swedish archipelago, so we got to go around there and take a boat and see all those things and stuff. Like that was really, really cool. But there are just some differences between the nature activities where I'm from and the nature activities here in Sweden. And so with that, those are the top 5 things that I miss about America. And having lived in 2 countries, it's really, really interesting because there's things that they have in Sweden that I wish they had in America, and there's things that they have in America that I wish that they had in Sweden. So I guess wherever you go, there's gonna be things that you like and things that you don't like. So for me, I just try to make the most of the things that I like and focus on the positives, because that's the best way to be happy, is just enjoying the good things that a place has to offer and trying not to be bothered by the bad things that a place has. So for me, I'm very, very lucky to live in Sweden. There's a ton of amazing positive things here, and I'm trying to enjoy those things as much as possible. But this list kind of made me realize that there are some things in America too that I do miss and that I do wish they had in Sweden. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a like and feel free to leave a comment, because I'm really curious to see what you guys have to think about this, especially if you're living in Sweden or have been to America or vice versa. So I'm really, really curious to see what you guys have to say. And with that, I'm gonna sign off for now, and I will see you guys in the next video.